Should the Las Vegas Raiders go all in for a quarterback in this upcoming draft? Do you think Cam Ward or Shadir Sanders are worth the huge price tag it would take to move up, or should they trade down and grab Jackson Dieter? Another option could be to sign a veteran quarterback in free agency and then draft the best player available, just like they did last year. Remember, last year they ended up with a superstar tight end after making that move. This year, Ashton is the top player in the draft, and he should be available at the 6th overall pick. No offensive player in this draft can block, catch, throw, or run the ball as well as Gent, and no defensive player can rush, cover, or tackle as effectively as he can run the ball. Head coach Pete Carroll plans to focus on running the ball and playing strong defense, so Gent is a perfect fit for his system. If Gent stays healthy, he's going to make an immediate impact wherever he lands. He has the complete skill set of a running back worthy of a top 10 pick. Now let's address the downside. Gent runs with such power that sometimes he forgets about ball security. He had 4 fumbles in 374 attempts last year. While that's not a major issue, it's something that could be improved. We don't want to see him lose the ball in crucial moments, especially when it's avoidable. It's also worth noting that while he can catch the ball, there's still room for improvement in that area. You don't want to see Gent having unnecessary drops like this one, where he's looking to run before he even catches the ball. But let me tell you, his skill set is something special. It starts with incredible vision, allowing him to read the flow of traffic. In this play, he's reading his last block, and he knows to cut to the opposite side of where the defender's head is. He does that perfectly for a nice gain. On the next play, Gent spots a hole on the backside. He's always reading the defender's movements. I love how he presses the hole all the way before cutting back. He waits for the perfect moment, showing patience as he lets the play develop. His ability to set up his blocks is another great strength. Watch him here. He knows he's not going to cut inside, but he presses it there anyway. This forces the defender to commit, making it easier for his offensive linemen to make their blocks. Once the block is set, he takes it outside for another big gain. Not every running back knows how to set up their blocks like this. Here, Gent starts to the right, but shifts left to set up the block, and then presses outside to make the cut. He even dips inside a little to set the block up perfectly. This opens up a big hole for him to run through. Gent isn't just a skilled runner, he also has some superpowers, and one of them is his ability to bulldoze through tacklers. Just watch this. He takes more than one defender to bring him down. It often takes 2, 3, or even 4 defenders to bring him down. Just look at the power in his runs. He refuses to be stopped. Watch him shed that tackler here. He's simply unstoppable. And here, he's pushing the pile forward like a true powerhouse. Gent is also incredibly elusive. Check out this spin move. He leaves another defender missing, and he's gone. Then watch this jump cut. He nails it perfectly and then finishes the play for a big gain. Notice this hesitation move at the end. He's able to stop and go in a flash, throwing off defenders. Here, he uses a jump cut again, and while the safety gets a piece of him, Gent keeps going. Now back to his power game. Watch how he runs over this linebacker. He completely buries him. That was against Oregon, and even teams like Penn State had a hard time tackling him. Gent often turns no gain into a solid gain. Just look at how he takes a no-gain play and turns it into a 3-yard gain, or even a 4 or 5-yard run. His contact balance is incredible. Here he turns a 1-yard loss into a 7-yard gain with sheer power. Watch as he turns another negative play into a 10-yard gain. That's what I call beast mode, and when he needs to, Gent can turn a small gain into something huge. He often takes what the defense gives him and then some. Check out this spin move. It gets him out of trouble in the backfield and back on track for a nice gain. His jump cut against Penn State is another example of how he uses his skill set to get the most out of every play. He just turned a loss of 2 yards into a gain of 8. Now he's about to turn another loss of 2 into a gain of 5. His quick moves make defenders miss, and he bulldozes right past the next guy. Watch how he takes a little gallop step to dodge the defender. Look at that agility. Oh, he makes 2 guys miss. Who's next? His stiff arm is like a powerful weapon. Check this out. He pushes a defender's face into the ground while keeping him away from his legs. That stiff arm really helps him escape trouble in the backfield, and he has some serious tackle-breaking strength to go with it. This play? Easy work for him. "Get off me," he seems to say. Now watch this next move. He starts weaving through traffic, then bam, a stiff arm, and he's off to the races. He's taking it all the way to the house from 76 yards out. Here's another impressive run, this time from 75 yards against Georgia Southern. And look at this one from Oregon. He's making it happen from 69 or 70 yards away. He claims he expects to run in the 4.4s or even faster at the combine, and he's already shown us he has the speed on the field. Now check this out. He spots a hole and explodes through it. He doesn't even need to be taken down near the goal line. He finds a soft spot and dives into the end zone. He does it again, powering through defenders from 6 or 7 yards out. If it's just one defender trying to stop him, he's getting through. Even 2 defenders might not be enough. He can easily bounce outside to make things easier for himself. Here's another smooth run to the outside, showcasing his complete skill set as a runner. And don't worry about him in pass protection. He can handle that too. When a linebacker comes charging in, he steps up and takes him on. Just look at him pick up a tough defender from Penn State. This is exactly what it will be like in the NFL. Now he's moving across the formation to take on the edge rusher. Oh, he flips the script. The quarterback has to scramble, but hey, he did his job well. And guess what? He can catch the ball out of the backfield too. This play doesn't gain much, but he makes the catch even while taking a hit. Watch him weave through traffic in the screen game. They hit him in the flats for a nice gain. Here he is again, catching the ball in the flats, and he shows he's just as tough after the catch as he is when running the ball. Now, I'm not here to tell you who the Raiders should pick with the 6th overall pick. They have smart people making those decisions. I'm not even here to say who you should want them to choose. I just want to show you that he's a solid option, and picking him at number 6 isn't too high. He does what he does better than anyone else in this draft. The value of the running back position is rising. Pete Carroll has said he wants to run the ball and play strong defense, and this guy fits right into that plan. The Raiders should think carefully about their draft strategy. Don't wait until the 5th round to pick a player you plan to rely on heavily. For those who believe you can just grab a running back in the 5th round, that's like saying you can find a great quarterback in the 6th or 7th round. Just look at Tom Brady and Brock Purdy. Those are rare exceptions. Instead, focus on drafting the best player available who can make an impact. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.